Hi everybody, it's Mandy from Mandie's Magical Marketplace in Lewes, Delaware. As promised, tonight I am going to do an astrological tarot pool for all of the zodiac signs. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's. I can't wait to get started and see what January brings for us all. All right, everybody, so what I'm going to do is now do a reading with the tarot cards for Aries. Aries is a fire sign. I'm going to put these down and break these down into 3 piles. And what I've decided is for all fire signs, I'm going to pull in the middle 3 cards. So these are actually really good cards. We have Strength and the World and 6 of Wands. Strength, the World, and 6 of Wands. So what this Strength card essentially means is just what it says, that there is going to be strength and you're going to be able to pursue something with a lot of confidence. And then we have the World, which means infinite possibilities, even travel or big opportunities, grand opportunities. And then we have the 6 of Wands, which whenever I see the 6 of Wands, especially with these other cards, it talks about triumph and getting what you need in life. So if you add all 3 together, you're going to have a lot of strength and a new opportunity, or it's going to give you confidence and strength. And anything that you're pursuing that you're nervous about, fear not, because you will triumph from it. It might take a little time, and strength and patience will be needed, but you will overcome it. So it's looking like a grand time for Aries for January. All right, so now we are going to draw for Taurus. And because I'm going to, because Taurus is an earth sign, I'm going to draw from the right. Six of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Fool. All right, so we are going to see what all this means. The 6 of Cups talks about revisiting the past, childhood memories, nostalgia, things like that. 2 of Wands talks about future planning and opportunities being landed. And the Fool can talk about aimlessly wandering without thinking first about repercussions and being too nonchalant. So when we put all these together, the 6 of Cups with the 2 of Wands and the Fool talks about, with future planning, make sure not to use issues from the past as a deterrent from moving forward and making progress. Also make sure that you have all the facts and you're not aimlessly wandering into this opportunity. But all in all, it looks like it's going to be a very good decision and opportunity. Just keep the past in the past. The next zodiac sign that we are going to draw is for the Geminis. Gemini is an air sign, and I'm going to put this down and break it into 3 piles. I've decided for all air and earth, I'm going to go to the right pile. So I'm going to take these 2 away. And what that leaves us with is Death, the Chariot, and the Magician, which is very weird and pretty cool to have 3 major arcana cards all at once. And honestly, these are really good cards. So we're going to go over them. So we actually have Death, the Chariot, and the Magician. We've had the Death before, and I believe all 3 of these cards and others in the past, but the Death is actually an awesome card. Talks about transformation, new beginnings. The Chariot talks about things coming in quickly and grandiose and in a hurry. And then we have the Magician that talks about possible being off guard, or somebody being a little sneaky, or mastery over things. I feel in this situation it's talking about new beginnings happening quickly, and actually mastery and magic coming into your life this upcoming January. This is an awesome sign for all the Virgos out there, and I'm pretty excited. For the Cancer Cancers of the world, which is a water sign, hence the crab. I'm going to set this down, cut into 3, and I have chosen to pick the left side for all water signs. So I'm going to get rid of these 2, and I'm going to pull Strength, 6 of Swords, 5 of Wands. We have Strength, which means exactly what it says, and I think we just talked about that earlier. The Strength card is an awesome card because it talks about strength and confidence. We have 6 of Swords, which talks about journeying away from a situation or leaving a situation that's painful. And then the 5 of Wands, which talks about family, relationships, being able to juggle things. It can be a little bit of tension or chaos. However, with the Strength card, it talks about everything being okay and using your inner strength to get everything that you need accomplished. It's saying in this that you might need to take a step back for a little bit away from toxic people, which is a great New Year's resolution anyway, and have the strength inside to say no and walk away from conflict in your life. Now we're going to do the Leo Lions, which is fire, and we're going to pull for that, cut into 3. And because I chose to do all fire signs and pick from the middle pile, I'm going to get rid of these. And we have 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Hierophant. So for the 10 of Cups, this is an awesome card that talks about celebration, family, union, being happy, celebrating. The Fool can talk about being a little bit too nonchalant about things. And we have the Hierophant, which is teaching and mastery and learning. So with the 10 of Cups, I would say, and adding the other cards together, that you need to be very educated on a subject, and you may need to learn some things coming up in order not to be off guard and be nonchalant about the situation. If a teaching subject or something you need to learn is brought to you, you need to be open to that and not be foolish. And as far as the family is concerned, it talks about after the knowledge, everybody coming together and celebrating and being closer together. So this is an actual synopsis for upcoming events for January. The next one that we're going to pull for is for the Virgos of the world, which is a grounded earth sign. I'm going to cut these into 3. And I chose to do all earth and air to the right, so I'm going to pull from that pile. We have Death, the Chariot, and the Magician. Death is actually an awesome card. It talks about transformation, new beginnings. The Chariot talks about things coming in quickly and grandiose and in a hurry. And then we have the Magician that talks about possible being off guard or somebody being a little sneaky or mastery over things. I feel in this situation it's talking about new beginnings happening quickly and actually mastery and magic coming into your life this upcoming January. This is an awesome sign for all the Virgos out there, and I'm pretty excited. The next one is going to be Libras, and I am part Libra, part Scorpio, so I'm excited to see what this is going to be. Libras are air signs, so I'm going to put this here, and I chose to pull from the right for any air. So we're going to get rid of these, and we're going to pull 2 of Wands, the Star, and 4 of Pentacles. So we're going to talk about what that is. Libras. I'm hoping this is lucky. It looks to be. We have the 2 of Wands, the Star, and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Wands talks about the world at your fingertips, and anything that you want can happen. Also universal opportunities, along with the Star, which is a great thing that talks about balance and wishes come true. And then you have the 4 of Pentacles, and that does talk about money and holding money, not getting too crazy with all the travel and other opportunities, which sucks because I want to travel everywhere. But it is saying make sure you hold your money not too tight so that you're greedy, but make sure you're keeping an eye on it for this upcoming January. And if you do that, then really good opportunities and savings will help for the rest of the year. So now we're going to pull Scorpios, which is a water sign, the Scorpion. I'm going to cut into 3, and we draw for water on the left. We have 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and 8 of Swords. So I'm part Scorpio as well, so I get a 2-parter. The 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles is talking about your money growing, and you planted the seed and now you just watch it grow. You've got 6 of Cups that talks about love and coming together and being at one, and having plenty of things in abundance around you. And the 8 of Swords can talk about feeling very trapped or sad or conflicted about a situation, feeling very tied up. So what I see with this is we're going to look at, you know, don't let money and the burden of it growing and being worried about it put you in a trap situation and have you not enjoying life. And also it looks like love is going to be a good thing for January for Scorpios. So it's like a 2-parter. Love looks good. Don't worry too much. Don't be bounded by situations and worry about things that you cannot solve at the moment. Only time can. Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. And the fires are going to be in the middle. We have the World, 6 of Wands, and 10 of Swords. So the World is a great one because it talks about anything in this world that you need to accomplish. It's like universal and it can happen. You have the 6 of Wands, which talks about triumph and things working out and succeeding. And then you have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords talks about sometimes feeling defeated and like you're done, and it's really what winter feels like for empath people, that you're just done. You don't want to go and explore. However, it's saying that you can't stay there too long. Even though you feel like it's over, there's still hope with the World and with the 6 of Wands, and you can triumph. So you've got to get up there, get started, dust off, and start fresh for January, because things will start to pick up and get better for all of you out there. The next one that we have is the Capricorn, which is a earth sign. I'm going to pull from the right because all air and earth is to the right. We have 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and King of Swords. So this one's for you. 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and King of Swords. The 4 of Wands talks about uniting together, and even though everybody's different, you have to come together to get along for a bigger purpose. We have 8 of Cups that talks about sometimes having to walk away from a situation that's no longer good for us. Especially Cups can talk about relationships and friendships and socialization. We also have King of Swords, and usually this is a male, an older male, that can be a little dominant at times. So if you think about it, we have, you know, the King of Swords, which can be a male that's a little dominant or controlling. 8 of Cups, walking away from a situation. And 4 of Wands, trying to agree to disagree for a bigger purpose. So the more I look at it, I really feel it's trying to say that you might come across somebody in January that's a male that can be a little disruptive. You have to work with them the best as possible to have a bigger plan or get something accomplished. But then it's necessary to walk away after that accomplishment has been done, and don't feel guilty to walk away from it. Now we have Aquarius, which is a air sign. Cut into 3. And we're going to go to the right because air and earth is to the right. We have the Fool, the Hierophant, and Ace of Pentacles. Wise Aquarius, and we are seeing the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's that say summed up? You've got two learning cards. One is the Fool, not being too cocky, not listening to what's being told to you. Don't get carried away and not look at all areas that you need to learn about. The Hierophant is about wisdom, learning, hierarchy, you know, ultimate religious prowess or person in charge. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. I love aces. Anytime, just like in other decks, it's a great card. And anytime the ace is coming in with a pentacle in its hand, it's saying, here's some money. It's at your beck and call. Anything you need, we're going to get it worked out. So don't be careless when it comes to making decisions about a purchase. Make sure you're educated on it. But if you do that, you're going to have a good outcome and receive what you've wanted. So if you wanted to do a big purchase, make sure it's all, you know, dotted and crossed, and make sure you're up to date and knowledgeable. But it will work out, and money for January is looking really good for you guys. Last but not least, we have the Fishy, the Pisces, which is, of course, a water sign. So I'm going to put these down, cut into 3. I'm going to pull from the left for the waters. We have Justice, the Moon, and Justice, and the Moon, and the Ten of Wands. The Justice is a great card because it talks about justice, and what's been wronged will be right, and whatever that justice means to you. The Moon can talk about, you know, mysticism or your psychic abilities and intuition coming to light. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which means sometimes you could be holding too much, carrying too much on your shoulders. So you just got to make sure that you're using your intuition in all situations. Do not overthink things. If you're carrying too much, let them go. Justice will prevail on your side. So it looks to be an awesome January for all you Pisces. Thank you everybody for tuning in to see my astrological tarot pool tonight. I really feel this upcoming year is going to be an amazing time of prosperity and magic, and I also feel it's going to be a really good time for our economy, for buying and selling. Definitely in the real estate market is going to be really booming. So I would predict that probably end of summer going into the fall, but spring may see some of that as well. If you have been looking at a bigger purchase, it will probably be time in the next 6 months. So as far as this year, I don't see anything significant that would cause major chaos. So it looks pretty smooth sailing. And I also see any karmic debt that has been in your house or in your corner is going to shift away. And a lot of people are going to realize who they are deep in their spirit and really get on the journey that they're supposed to be on spiritually this year. So these are all really good things. As far as if you want to schedule a reading with me, you would go to mandiesmagicalreadings.com. I do them by phone and in person. You can also see my store if you're in the area at 818 Kings Highway in Lewes, Delaware. I have a huge amount of crystals, incense, spiritual books, tarot, oracle, and a really fun, friendly staff that is knowledgeable and ready to help you. We really promote a lot of positivity within our store and a lot of education, so stop in if you can. Also, find me on Facebook or Instagram at Mandie's Magical Marketplace. I am also going to be at the Milton Theatre coming up on January 12th, so in 10 days. And if you're interested in attending, I'm going to be doing a little bit of education along with random readings, mediumship for the crowd. So if you are interested, go to Milton Theatre or Eventbrite. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, share, and comment. I will have an upcoming video within a week on empath versus narcissist and ways to stay away from toxic energy vampires and renew your life for the better. Tune in and have a magical night.